What's up, guys? Jim Squared here, bringing you some more solutions to make your life better. Today's a productivity hack that will definitely help you out. But first, make sure to like and subscribe down below, share with others, and if you have tips and enhancements, definitely we can all let us know so we can all get better. So one thing that most people don't know about is when we work from home, we need a reliable power source. So electricity almost always works, but there are times when it goes out. I work from home a lot, and when it goes out, that's not a good thing. For one, because you just got to deal with it, and it's usually not out too long, but there have been times where it's been out for longer periods of time. So one thing that I do have is, if you think, and one thing I like to make sure is solid service is my internet. So essentially, most internet companies are running on battery supported or however they're powered. They always run. So I've had electricity who's gone out here for 2 days, and it was in the summer. There was some nasty thing that happened, but then our internet was still working. And what I end up doing is, well, first I'll take a step back, is most of the companies, and I've had this with cable and with our phone. So I've had 2 different providers, and they both work the whole time when power's out. So they must have some other sort of power generators. I don't know how they work. All I know is they do work, and they won't tell you that they're necessarily reliable and that they work during a power outage, but they are. At least I found in my case. But so most of them is sort of battery support, and so you can still use the internet. And I have a battery backup system that I have set up, and essentially I have my router plugged into it. I don't plug anything else into it, but I can. Like, I have it where I could have a power strip attached to it, and essentially I have that there in case like I need to plug something else in quick on the fly, and I still want my internet to be running. But essentially, I have a APC. It's a backup UPS Access 1500. Another option would be to create a hotspot with your cell phone. Most people have that option now these days, and you don't need my battery backup as much. But if you don't want to use too much data, or if you run lean, like I don't like to use data on my phone ever, so I only use Wi-Fi, so pretty much. Which we can talk about some other time. I use TracFone, but I use this APC backup for energy, and it works really well. It kicks on right when the energy kicks off. Every once in a while, I'll unplug it and I'll let it drive down all the way just to run it, and just to let it recharge to make sure it was working. I might do that like once a year, or when I'm going on a trip. I'll unplug the thing and then I'll just let it, because it beeps, and there's a button on it. You can make it turn off the beeping, but I'll include a link to it. It works pretty well for my setup and my system. And if you have super reliable electricity, you don't need to worry about it. But mine does go out every once in a while, and I want to be reliable, especially as I'm a remote worker. It just doesn't look as good. And it's nothing on you. It's more like, well, this is the power company's fault. Your company's going to see you being unreliable. So that's how I look at it. So yeah, I highly recommend getting one of these devices. They work pretty well. I've used it plenty of times. And if you have a neighbor with a generator, that works even, I'll say, second to best, because you need time to talk to them to get a long power cord, which I've done that too. So anyways, take care. If you have other tips on making sure your internet is constantly running and you have a reliable power source, include them all so we can all get better. Because maybe you have some better tips and we can all get a little better and find something more cost effective. So keep growing, take care, and later.